baby.
I would like to introduce
Dylan King as Keeneo.
Yeah.
Brad O'Neill as Joey. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to the Pub Feed. Episode 11. Brad, how
Yes,
are
sir.
you? How are you, Brad?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yes, I am quite fantastic, which is fantastic.
I'm on the straight and narrow.
Oh,
Oh, wait, that didn't sound quite clear. I'm recovered. I'm beautiful.
good
I'm
man.
feeling beautiful, not looking beautiful.
Debatable.
First of all, Keeneo, before we get into it, linktree.com/the
the
pub
pub
feed
feed.
for all your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you
Needs.
name it, Facebook. And shall we crack a frothy, my man?
And we got a goat and a Carlton draft this week. You go first, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. All right. Can I get some silence in the room, please? Oh, that sounded elite in my
I
headphones.
think I made a mistake because I didn't crack it at the front of the mic, I did it at the back. But
Ah,
we'll be
yeah,
all-
rookie. That's not how you do it, mate. Have a sip and cheers.
All right. Welcome back to the pub feed once again.
Yes.
We've been pretty quiet this week, Keeneo, with our sort of weekly what's been happening. Because we're in lockdown again,
Oh, don't even get me started.
I'm actually sick of updating the listeners, reminding them that we're all in lockdown. But yeah, what's I have nothing to report. You know how I was sick as last week.
Yes, is it, you're on the mend. The balls were fiddled with last we spoke,
Yeah.
and you had a bit of a sniffles.
Yeah.
So you're on the mend. You're back to 89, 90%.
Oh, I'd say I'm about 98, ticking 99.
Oh, that's good. That's good odds, mate. That's good bloody percentage.
Feeling
mate.
fine, headed to cloud 9. No, cloud. That's fucked.
Public
Yeah,
service
so-
announcement from my behalf, Joey. Before we get too far, if you've copped the last episode 10, firstly, we want to say sorry about the YouTubes. If you're one of those YouTube watcher people, we had a catastrophic failure with the video last week for some reason. The video corrupted itself somehow, which I don't know how it's possible, but it did. And also, whilst we're on the track of apologies, I just want to say sorry for the the amount of times Keeneo said
right?
gag and I think it was something else I said. Gag and great last week. It was a little bit too much. So they're in the ban bin this week.
Yep.
And yes, putting it behind me, and you can only go so low. So we're on the come up now. We're going up. So let's, Brad. Let's start off with a good little discuss. What did you have for dinner tonight, mate? Before we launched,
I had 2 pieces of bread with butter on it. I was full from lunch, brother. Okay, let me set the scene. We've got a video guy in at the moment doing stuff at our work.
yes, I did see the Snapchat of this. You bloody superstar, you.
Oh, I might have to drop it on the pod. Me, big movie star today, the big fella.
I'd love that.
So he's been in doing all different stuff about down in our 3D development area and other areas of the business. Basically doing a full new company video and stuff like that.
Yeah, sick.
Just to give a bit more rundown. So he was there today, and our business manager Rod was like, "We'll shout him lunch." I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna go to the cafe?"
Oh, here we go.
And he turned to me and he goes, "KFC." I go, "Oh, shit,
no.
Rod, surely not." Here I am with my banana and my apple and my tuna. And he's just like, "KFC, my shout." I go, "Oh, I am in."
You've booked me.
So there was 4 of us boys that we all have the permits, so we're all in there.
Yeah, yep.
The workers' permits. So you can imagine 5, including that other bloke.
Oh,
5, and he's going to get orders, and halfway he's just given up. He's like, "I'm not writing this down." So he came back with
15
10 pieces of chicken, 10 wings, 4 large chips,
Well
basically
played.
a bucket. And you know what happens around a table of hungry boys, Keeneo? We just picked at it and picked at it
Devour.
until it went.
Yep.
And I'm frightened to know actually how much I ate.
That's a bit of chalk.
But a couple of those boys were just into it. And so I got home And I was just not feeling it. So I've just had a piece of bread, 2 pieces of bread, and now I'm having a frothy. So just yeast overload to finish the night. And if I'm not constipated tomorrow, I'll be shocked.
Jesus, that's amazing. What a man. I don't know. How are we going to get to this guy's heart? Oh, I have just the thing, a bit of kernel.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, sorry, what? He's like, yeah.
And this big array of light just shined upon him. Someone was playing the harp. A little bit of a halo started appearing. What the? Is this guy an angel? What's going on?
Kentucky. Kano, also,
yes,
about Kentucky, bit of an American spin on this. I've noticed in our metrics, you know, I'd like to talk about
our analytics.
I love analytics. We have a US listener for about 3 or 4 episodes in a row. One.
No.
So I noticed it was a one-off, and then it's happened again, and then it's happened again, and now it's happened again. I think it's the 4th episode. So I thought I'd come on here and say there is one committed USA listener out there that is absolutely like... When we dropped the one the other day, and you messaged me on like Smoko or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I was like, it'll be up at 11.
Yep.
Like 12 o'clock, we had like 1 or 2. No, we had 3 listeners, a couple of those New South Wales boys.
Yep.
And USA all over it.
Oh, big shout out to
EP4,
US
1 from USA. EP4, 1 from USA. So whoever you are, write in.
Yes, please. Have
a chat. We want to know where you're from.
We want to know everything about you, USA. Let's have a bounce back. Let's get you on the pod. This is history.
We love that.
That's sick.
I just wanted to give a shout out to our USA listener out there.
That's a good.
It'd be funny if someone's just using a VPN in the US. And it's like one of our mates.
Just throwing us off this scent. That's sick.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Hopefully all our mates now don't VPN to Spain and Belgium and we're like,
oh my God, we're expanding global.
But yes, very good. And last week's episode is performing second best that we've had so far. So it's good. In terms of the first 7 days being good. Live. Our opening episode's the only one that's beaten it so far, which makes sense because there's hype and then we launched sort of find your feet in terms of your consistent listeners.
Well, that's cool. I'm a big fan of everyone that's been getting around us lately. It means a big lot of a heap to the pub feed. Little feeders out there. That's good. Shall we?
Yeah, the feeders.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm drinking a couple of goats as we mentioned earlier. I just came off a big dish.
Still on the what's the word I'm looking for? Phase? Still on the phase? The goat phase?
Still chipping away at the slab.
Still on trend for you, not over him?
No, look, I don't want to upset Brucey here, but I said it earlier in the week when we were slapping down a little bit of Call of Duty. I feel like after about 6 of them in a row, they start to get a little bit too much oomph. So they're a good little sipper, but I don't know if you can just delete them like you can Vicks. Like Vicks just disappear. They just
hit
1, 2. You just start doing your times tables with them, mate. But with the goats, you got to really start looking at them.
Start doing your 4x4s and your 6x6s before you know it, mate.
You end up with a 6-pack. No, feeling good.
Okay, I'll take that on board. I still haven't bought. I told you I was going to buy some to try.
Well, if we weren't bloody locked down, mate, I would just say, come here and I would feed you 6 of them. I'd feed you a 6er.
We'll do a beer ranking video at your joint.
Yep.
As a YouTube video when we're out of this. So never.
Never.
I'm bloated as.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, good week. USA listener, fantastic.
Yes, happy.
What'd you have for dinner?
I came off a full belly, actually. I've just had a good plate full of bangers and mash, which is one of my favourite, which is
bangers and mash.
On that list of...
Bangers and mash.
Some people say it's overrated. It's highly underrated in my books, mate. It's a bloody good meal. But not only was the bangers and mash up there, dessert was the real king this week, and Elways has come through. Not your standard ice cream or cake or whatever's standard these days, but a bowl of red jelly hit the cards this afternoon.
Oh, the old school aeroplane jelly.
Aeroplane jelly with she actually even chucked in some chocolate in the guts of it. So this is a little pump up to Elways. Keep it up, mate. That was phenomenal efforts tonight, and I'm just great to see you great to see you putting in that kind of effort. It's fantastic.
Yeah, on you always. Playing ones for another week.
Yeah, you're in
the ones.
But look, I've got to touch on something that's a little bit, still a bit of a touchy subject, Brad. So, look, if I start welling up, I just, I might need you. That's all I'm saying. I might need your shoulder.
I'm here for you, brother.
Let me just build up the courage a little bit. Sorry, mate.
Where is this going?
I told you the other week we have a couple of new additions to the family, Brad, and they run around in a glass box, commonly known as a fish tank, and it's because they're a couple of fish. We went from 3 down to 2, Brad, this week.
Oh, no. No.
Some of you might say, I'm joking a bit. Some of you might say, Keeneo, that's a pretty poor effort. It hasn't been that long, surely. And I gotta say, this one fish, so out of the 3, all right, so let me explain something. I completely missed the opportunity to explain this to you the other week. I thought it was quite ingenious of myself. We all have our own fish, right? I've got a black fish and he's got googly eyes. They're like on the side of his head and they're like popping out of his body. I've named that fish Harlow. It's a little bit of an elaborate reason, but the reason his name's Harlow is because of Jack Harlow's song "What's Poppin'," and clearly it's the fish's eyes.
His eyes are popping.
So I thought
That's good. I like that.
I thought that was a little ingenious, and then Elways is like, Harlow's actually a nice name. Anyway, so Harlow's still kicking. Don't worry, boys. He's still on the ring. He's still going at it. He's a champion. Then we've got Mur, which is a little tiny fish, right? It's the smallest fish we could find, and that's Addison's fish, right? And it's because we said, Addie, what do you want to call your fish? And she said, Mur, 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 Mur. I said, all right, calling it Mur, because she can't actually quite speak English yet besides saying daddy. So it's Mur. So that's a nice little one, right? Then we've got Elways' fish, which is unfortunately who we lost this evening.
Oh, no. It's an inside job.
It's been taken out. And that was Sushi. Sushi didn't make it through.
No, not Sushi.
Sushi's gone. But we picked Sushi because it was like the biggest goldfish there. It had like a massive round gut. It looked like it was about to explode or pregnant or something. It did not look right. And I'm almost certain it's because it had something completely fucked with it. And that's why it's full fucked. But anyway, the fish, we lost one. So look, if you want to send me some love messages.
Did you flush it down the toilet?
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, I feel like that's like just an unwritten tradition. Everyone flushes their dead fish down the toilet.
Isn't that? Yeah. What else do you do? I mean, you don't give them bloody CPR. You don't fucking blow air back in their lungs. You just fucking see you later, champion, down the drain you go. Fucking gone. Worst part is
makes a lot of sense.
we got it out, and then it's like, well, what do we just straight for the dunny, or do we say a couple of words? Or
I didn't just fucking eat it.
Well, I mean, next fish. All right.
Brad, so long story short, no more fish for you, and I might have to call child services just to check up on Addison, because if the fish isn't doing too well, we're going to have to audit in a circle.
All right. Now, jumping straight into podcast, episode 11, we've got some absolute steam for this one. And Brad, I want to go off the mark by giving you a new pitch for Keeneo's pitch. All right, so the first time I gave you one of these, it was actually a business opportunity, a business idea, which is completely trademarked and copyrighted by the podcast. It was called Evie Fresh, for Evidence Fresh in short. And you were a big fan, Brad. You thought it was quite ingenious.
I thought it had legs, mate. Yeah.
Had legs, and I thought, you know what? Let's elaborate here and let's see what else we can explore. So this week, I've pitched a movie, and Brad, I've actually prepared a little bit of a movie trailer in audio format. So unfortunately, if you're watching us on the tubes, you're going to see any visuals, but you're going to hear it loud and clear. So Brad, would you please do me the favor? There should be an audio on your desktop.
Yes, you have dropped me that.
It's ready to go. So you're going to play this, and real time, the listeners are also going to cop this. So Go ahead,
Okay.
mate. Let us know when you're ready to run, and let's see what you think of my little pitch.
Just so you can sync it up for everyone. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
In a world that one man has to save, that one world. In order to save the world, the man has to go through treacherous storms, crazy dangerous environments. He has to find the last remaining girl ever to repopulate the world. The problem is,
He's a super sperm.
he has the tiniest penis ever.
Oh, fuck. Am I the main star of this? That was brilliant. That was scary, bro.
You reckon?
That was magnificent.
Oh, jeez. I just...
One man.
I figured, what's something that we always do in our spare time, ladies and gentlemen, me and Brad are just constantly one man.
One man. One opportunity.
So
That was brilliant, mate.
I'm glad you like that one. I wanted to send it to you so much earlier, but I knew I had to just wait for the authentic review.
Go live.
Yeah, go live. Now, I never told you what kind of movie it is, so that is up to interpretation on what kind of movie it is and if it's accessible for all viewers. But it might be one of those ones that you don't use YouTube, you use another video platform to watch this one. Well, I think it's a good concept. Maybe there's a couple of mil views waiting to go there, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon it could be on the hub before we know it. Honestly. Could be on the hub.
Oh, so that's a little bit of fun, mate.
Yeah, brilliant segment start, mate. Absolutely brilliant. And we will have a few familiar... We love our segments.
Yes, that's
First of
true.
And we will have some of the best familiar ones that we love every week this week.
Yes.
First off, Keno, well, secondly, actually, we are going to go straight into Memory Lane.
He was a man.
Keno, so usually you do Memory Lane, but this one is one I thought of during the week.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, how good was that? ... This was... We spoke about dessert earlier.
Yes, we did.
I'm not as big on the dessert these days. I try to avoid it on purpose. But you know, sometimes on Xbox I like to sneak over to Macca's over the road and grab a McFlurry and all that.
Quick
Do
treat.
love it.
Treat yourself. You got to do that.
This week's Memory Lane is Ice Magic. Did you have Ice Magic in your cupboard growing up?
Yes, and currently do. So,
It was an Australian icon, was it not?
mate, Ice Magic was something
Or
like...
is?
It's like, okay, I've got a bowl of ice cream. That's sick. Cool. Dessert's
Yep.
pretty cool. No worries.
Yep.
But how do I go from your standard level to like bursting through the ceiling?
Yep, 100%.
And that's where that lies.
And the answer for that is Ice Magic.
Ice Magic. Ice Magic.
Unbelievable. I thought it was the most incredible thing. And like, I'm pretty sure you like put it in the microwave for a little bit.
That's
as
correct.
Well, like if you've had it for a while, just to like
Just let it go.
make
Let
it
it
softer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no.
Now-
We actually had this the other night, shall we?
So you've got it in your house now.
Yeah, Ellie always
brilliant.
saw it in the shops and she's brought home. She goes, "Get nicked. Look what I've got
Yeah.
here." And I've gone, "No.
What a treasure.
Let's go nuts." So, yeah, we absolutely gave it a rinse that night. And the other night, I gave it a
brilliant.
whirl. If I didn't have jelly tonight and I had a bit of ice cream, I'll tell you what, Ice Magic would have made an appearance for sure. Brownlow medal for Ice Magic at dessert scene.
Yeah, I used to always go the Ice Magic and Milo.
Oh,
was
it was
my
just
go-to
about
at
to
all
say
time.
that. Yeah, it was up there.
It was just something. And Keno, I actually have a fun fact for you about the ice magic. So
Oh, here we go. Yes.
I always like to elaborate on what I talk to you about. So, as I had this in my 4 minutes preparation before we spoke about it,
Yep.
I was like, why does that go hard? If you've just tuned in, we're talking about ice magic. Why does that go hard and the other one doesn't? Well, gangbang's a crazy thing, darling.
Milky nips.
So what I figured out is coconut oil is the reason why the ice magic goes hard when it gets cold to a certain temperature. So 25 degrees Celsius is the melting point for coconut oil.
Fuck. Yeah.
And
okay.
and olive oil is -6.
Shit.
So obviously, you know, the difference there is why it'd be a lot harder to clunk one than clunk the other.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, my
that's
Lord.
My little. So there's
That's
a smaller chance
insane.
of it freezing with olive oil because it has to get to -6.
Yeah.
But an ice magic, 25 and under, when you're pulling stuff out of the freezer, mate, she's not fucking 25. She's fucking,
I know bloody 25 degrees, mate.
yeah, mate. So that's a bit of science behind that. As you know, I
Jeepers.
love this.
That is crazy. There's one thing having a bit of a rewind of the clock. There's one thing thinking about cherish the moments, but there's another thing being purely educated in that said thing and
I'm a
learning
why
more
man.
about it.
I'm a why man. I like the why.
Yeah, that's
The
very
why.
important, Bradley, having that why factor in your life. It will get you through those hoops.
I reckon it'll go down great at any sort of dinner, and someone's, if it ever comes up or dessert, and, does that look like ice magic? You know why that happens?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
stupid?
Fucking, my mate Shelly told me that the bloody fucking coconut oil, the boiling point, blah, blah, and they go, what the fuck?
Do you know?
What are you doing in your spare time?
Do you know why it freezes? Yeah, the ice cream's cold. Are you stupid? No, it's because of the fucking coconut oil, you dickhead. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
you-
Learn
your little
something.
your little cousin be like, do you know why that freezes and goes hard on the top? She's like, why is that? Too many rabbits.
What kind of ice magic would you like? We got low fat, full cream.
Oh my god.
That was a good one. If you
So
weren't
that's-
in tune for last episode 10's Memory Lane, I suggest you have a quick squiz because that was a good one, Mr. Brad, and you turned up that time. That was great.
Yes, which was to my reference then, I believe, from last week. Was that in that quiz?
Yes.
In that quiz vibe?
Exactly right.
Yes,
Nah.
that's why it's in my head, nice and fresh. My
Well,
man.
well done, champion. That was a good little
Ooh,
one.
champion. Oh, I probably call you champ once or maybe 3 times a podcast. I might start calling you
do?
sport.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Can we talk about this?
Yes. Can we? All right. Daryl, do you mind? I know it's
Yeah.
off the run sheet. Yep. We've got the tick of approval from our producer. Good on you, Daz. Okay, let's debunk this, Brad. In
Yep.
Australia, nicknames are
Yep.
an enormous thing. I can't even stress. I can't imagine my life without nicknames and calling people things. It's just not a thing, right? It has to happen.
Yep. Yep.
There is one which we will not name on the podcast. We've done a fantastic job of keeping it off the podcast. We won't say it, but it's quite literally one of the most meaningful nicknames or names that you can call someone. It really gives them a high level of authority, and it's also the most degrading word possible in our vocabulary as Australians. And if you haven't figured that one out already, then you're not Australian, but it's there. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it, Brad, without, the old next week one.
Yeah, it's the sea banger. It's the sea banger.
Yeah, it's the bomb of the sea, the sea bomb. It's
If I don't see you next Monday, I'll see you next Tuesday.
that's the one. Yeah, right. We've all felt it.
Yes, I actually was. I was lost for a bit there, and then I was going to say, "Hurry up, yuck!" And then I realised that was the word. That was the word. Ding.
There it is. Ding.
Yes, our Aussie language has. I feel like this is an interesting topic talking about like sport, champ.
Yeah.
Knackers. What other ones are there?
Depends on who delivers it for you. But yeah, there's a classic one from the older bloke talking to the younger bloke, especially in an apprentice circumstances of knackers. Usually it doesn't go the other way around. You usually don't catch a 12-year-old telling a 30-year-old,
No.
"How you going, muscles? What's going on, cobba?"
No. I say muscles at the office.
Yeah, muscles. See,
I'm like, oh, thanks, muscles.
a lot of these are a double-edged sword. A lot of these are pump-ups, and they're also pump-outs, take-outs.
Yeah, it's very situational.
Yes.
If I'm sitting there going, "Great work, champ," like it's a sort of nice, sort of smart, jovial.
If you walk in the office and you throw your fucking coffee, you trip up and you throw your coffee on someone, you go, "Good on you, champ."
Yeah, but if you're at the footy and you're like going through a crowd or someone, and someone goes, "Oh, sorry, champ," you go,
Yeah.
what? Are you right?
Excuse me, mate?
What the fuck
What did
is
you fucking say to me, chief?
Yeah, chief. Oh, you
Chief. Oh, that's
See, Chief's all right in terms of me old man.
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, chief."
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
he's the chief of the family. Different.
Big dog. That's big dog. Yeah, big dog. That's all right.
Cheers, legend.
Oh, legend's a real throw around too. It's like
It's a fucking tough one. That
you're
one,
a
isn't it?
legend, aren't you?
Cheers, legend.
You're a bloody hero, aren't you?
Don't legend me, mate. That's all fame to you, not legend. That's immortal.
I think sport's up there though. I think out of most, and 9 times out of 10 situational, if someone calls you sport, they're having a dig. They're having a stab.
That can't be spoken any way other than just it's game on.
Yeah, you're asking for it. Yeah. No, that's exactly right. Cobba's a bit more of an Aussie one. I think that floats around a bit. That's okay. But knackers, again, is definitely like, especially in that older bloke talking down, "How you going, knackers?" Yeah, good, mate. Good. What's that, knackers? Yeah. Yes, good, mate. Yeah. Did I say you could speak? Oh my God, I'm relapsing.
Well, since your piss is getting boiled, I reckon this is a great time for me to go to what boils my piss.
Show you what boils
Keeneo,
Mate.
take the stage.
So, okay, let's get one thing straight. Boys, my piss segment isn't for us; it's for Australians, and it's for the listeners and Americans if they're in here. So I don't know if this still applies to our international region, but I like to hit on topics that everyone can relate to, and I think one of those is telemarketers and their phone calls. Brad, have you ever had a telemarketer give you a buzz before?
Asking me if I've ever had a telemarketer is, you may as well call me sport.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
You know. Here's the Pope Catholic. There's a Pope shit in the woods.
And then there's that photo of a bear taking a shit in the woods. Holy fuck, I guess they do shit in the woods.
Yes, telemarketers. Keeneo, before you actually go off your rocker.
On a tangent.
I've been noticing lately I don't get the calls as much. I've been getting shitloads of texts. Like one a day. Been like, you have a voicemail, and the link to click, it's like, click here for your voicemail. Or I got one yesterday,
Sneaky
which says
fucks.
from ANZ, you have high risk Amazon purchase. Please cancel immediately. Click here. As you can see for all your listeners. Sorry, the video YouTube people. There it is on the screen there. And I'm like, but I get it now. I'm like, oh, you dickhead. I'm on ING. I don't have this, you fucking dickhead. You're dumb as dog
Can't
shit.
fool me. I had a very nasty one actually. Because as you know, Shelby, I don't know if the listeners know, but I'm a big fan of my vehicle and
mate.
and building that said vehicle, and that requires me to purchase a lot of parts and pieces and whatever. So I do a bit of online shopping from time to time.
Yeah, mate.
Haven't for a while because COVID chokes the wallet, but haven't done it for a while. But when I did, I was getting a few things coming in. I had a one of those texts saying, "Oh, your parcel's about to come. Click on the tracking link to find out where it is." Sick. No worries. Click on it and it says, "Oh, we need you to confirm what your delivery address is to go through the prompts." And I was like, that's odd, because if I bought something, typically you'd put your delivery in there. But I'm like, yeah, right, maybe they just lost it.
No.
It's been 30 party.
No.
So I started working my way through. And have you ever heard of UPS before? It's like ultimate.
Yeah, it's United, isn't it?
Yeah, United
Parcel Service?
Yeah,
Some
something. Yeah, correct. So this one,
Universal or some shit.
this one was called VPS, and it was the exact same logo, but with a V that looked like a
so
U.
they tried to make it look like a
100%. Yeah, and I was like,
brilliant.
I was like, this is a little bit odd. And I've scrolled down the bottom because down the bottom it's like copyrighted, bloody all the.
Yeah, all
and
that
I'm like,
shit.
it's not there. And it's like, fill out your delivery address, fill out your email, whatever. No worries. And then the part they got you was, shipping is $5 or whatever. So you gotta, and I was like, all right, what parcel is this? I started asking why. What parcel is this? What's going on here? And I cracked the code. They were just a bunch of fuckwits trying to steal some coins out of my little purse. And it boils my piss, Brad, because I am sick to death of people trying to compromise on other people and rev them up, especially on the older people. And it's not fucking on. But I tell you what, Brad, instead of getting angry, I love to have a little dance with these bastards. When they call up, fella called up and he goes, hello, can I please speak to Dylan? I said, yeah, mate, speaking. Who the fuck is this? Because I already knew. I didn't have your number, mate, so who are you?
Yeah,
I would like to talk to you about your electricity bill. Okay, go for it, mate. What do you want to do? Your bill is super, super high. We need to change all your lights, and we need to. I said,
the fucking LED, free LED fucking scheme.
yeah, and I said, your bloke called me up yesterday, mate. He's already priced me. He goes, oh no, he wasn't with me. He wasn't with me. And I'm starting to poke the nest here, Brad. I obviously didn't speak to anyone prior. I said, mate, are you bullshitting me? Because I spoke to your colleague yesterday. And he goes, no, it wasn't my colleague. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. I'm like, really?
They're lying to you, fucking guy.
I said, so what are you doing to me, mate? You're telling me the truth? Yes, I tell you the truth. Okay, so what do you want to fucking know? I need to know what lights you have because we need to. I said, mate, I don't have any lights in my property. I'm off grid. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
That can't be true.
I'm
like,
camping.
I don't even have electricity, mate. How would you know what my electricity? I don't. I'm sorry, sir. He goes around and said, nah, fuck off, cobba.
Just
string
him on, mate. Just string him on.
Play games with him.
Yeah, this has been recent that my number's been leaked somewhere, and I'm getting it once a day for the last couple of weeks. But I'm thinking now, if I play the good guy with him, like, there you go, yesterday as well. Another one. Amazon, apparently someone bought 5 Apple MacBook Pros on Amazon for $12.6K.
What a bargain.
And I was like, good luck, boys. Good luck to you. Yeah, so I'm getting one a day for the last couple of weeks, and I'm thinking of just clicking the link and messaging him and going, hey, bro, can you please stop messaging me? I know you're a scam. I'm just not going to click it, so there's no point in you wasting your time. Like, be nice and be like, hey, bro, I know it's a scam. Like, you may as well try get someone else because I know that it's not, like, do you reckon this is going to work? I've been thinking about it, like, messaging him and go, hey, like, there's no point anymore, brother.
Nah.
Like, I know... Like, I don't know. I just feel like I've cracked the code as good guy way to go. And they might go, oh, yeah, fair enough. Thanks anyway.
We gave it a shot, mate. We tried to.
Yeah.
We actually have your IP address now, so fuck you.
Yeah. Like, come over. The 12K's under the mattress.
I reckon
those MacBooks that you bought.
Yeah. I was just wondering, have you got a link to these MacBooks, bro? I just want to fucking... Man, that sounds great. That's such a good deal.
I should reply and go, hey, bro, you got an ETA on the MacBook?
Nah, fuck those dudes. You give them an inch, they take a mile. Fuck them.
Yeah, mate.
Have a bit of fun with them. The old boys are classic.
It's hard to fly like an eagle when you're surrounded by turkeys, don't know.
Gobble, gobble, gobble,
and
gobble, gobble.
Now, shout out to Brucey. This is your favourite segment. Get ready to pause and solve this for yourself because it's time for Brad's Brain Teaser.
Ah, yes. I see you
Fastly
know your
becoming
brain
the
teaser's
most
word.
requested segment on the podcast.
Actually is. I didn't see this one coming, Brad, but it's taken the
Either.
podcast by storm. We have people sending messages in going, all right, I've paused it. I'm going to send you my answer now, and then I'm going to listen so that you know I've got a genuine answer. We've had people submit their answers, and holy shit, I am retarded in comparison to our listeners because apparently it's so easy.
In other news, actually touching on people messaging in, if you want to write in to Showy's mailbag, send me a message on the Instagram or Facebook. And if you want to give Keeneo a brain teaser, I will read your brain teaser for you.
Ooh, that would be
if
nice.
you've got one, I will throw it in for you. So
That would be cool.
or anything. So just a reminder that you are available to message us anytime and we'll whack you in the pod.
Yes.
Keeneo, it is time. Let me straighten up this chair and make sure I do not stuff it up like 2 weeks ago.
I'm going into Zen. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. So, this week's brain teaser.
Yes. Okay.
A man describes his daughters saying, they are all blonde but two, all brunette but two, and all red-headed but two. How many daughters does he have?
Okay, the easy path of this is 2, 4, 6. 2 blondes, 2 brunettes, 2 reds. That's the easy path. That's what they're setting you up for. You must know, viewers, that brain teasers purposely get you to follow the leaves and the breadcrumbs. I can see you smiling.
The leaves and the breadcrumbs.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's exactly what they're trying to do.
They go,
is.
they
That actually
walk,
is.
They lead you down the path, and you don't know what the answer is, and then they go, "Ha! It's watermelon."
It's showtime.
Okay.
Okay, Keeneo,
Hit
I'll
me.
give it to you again.
Yep.
A man describes his daughters,
Daughters.
saying, they are all blonde, but two. All brunette, but two. And all red-headed, but two. How many daughters does he have?
Okay. I'm thinking they're all blonde, but they're 2 years old. Why would he say they're all brunette, but 2 years old, but 2?
Okay. I know what you're saying.
So this is interesting because you obviously know the answer. You obviously come in with a palette full of knowledge, knowing exactly what's going on. So I'm imagining you getting to watch and see me try and decipher this as sort of like a little bit of a pleasure.
It's great.
Can I get some warmth on the age of 2?
Okay. I can give you some context.
Okay.
There was a brain teaser 3 weeks ago that had a similar...
Oh, the doctor. Okay, I'm going to ask for a...
No, it was the one that I messed up. Similar. It's a similar...
Oh,
it's
so
the
it's
same solving mechanism.
Okay, sounds like it's going to be... I feel like I'm overthinking it. Maybe it is as simple as you're saying. I do need a W. You could have given me a softball. All these things are running through my head. Okay.
This is a softball.
All
Not really.
All my daughters are blonde, but 2. So there's 4. All my daughters are brunette, but 2. Okay, so that's 4, 8. Oh, I think I'm 12. I want to see your face. Okay.
Are you locking in 12 daughters?
When I see you smirk, it sets my mind like a firework.
Are you locking in?
Hit me one more
12
time with the question,
daughters.
and I'll lock my answer in. I think I've cracked the code.
A man describes his daughters.
Yep.
Saying, they're all blonde but 2.
Yep.
All brunette but 2. And all red-headed but 2. How many daughters does he have?
All right. It's either 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Because he says blonde but 2. They're all blonde. Oh, but how do I'm assuming that 2 for blonde. They're all blonde but 2. So maybe it's 3. Fuck. This is fucked. I just wish
We're going
I
to need you to pick an answer here, mate.
All right. They're all blonde but 2. So I'm going to say 3. They're all brunette but 2. But maybe that's the 2 that he's talking about. 2, 4, 6. Okay. I don't think I've got this one, but I'm gonna go 12. It's either 12. Oh yeah, 3, 3, 6, 9. It's either 9 or 12. Yes, neither of them is it.
What are you locking in? I just need what you're locking in, please, mate.
I'm just gonna go with 12. That was my first excitement feeling. I'm sorry to everyone listening. You're thinking I'm a bloody dickhead, but I'm going in 12. Damn it.
Lock in 12. Oh, got my hands on my head, sorry. Locking in 12.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, Keeneo.
The man describes his daughter saying, they're all blonde but two. All brunette but two. And all red-headed but two.
Yeah.
How many daughters does he have, Keno?
How many daughters?
I can tell you one thing.
I'm wrong.
You had the right number at a certain point of this breakdown. But unfortunately, you didn't have the right one.
No, don't tell me that.
The answer was 3. He had a brunette, a blonde, and a redhead, and the 2 sisters. So all blonde but 2. So 1 blonde, and then the brunette and the redhead. All brunette but 2. 1 brunette and the 2 others. Yep, and then a redhead but 2. Oh, you had 3 at the end. I was like, holy fuck! I'm like, he's steaming home. I have my hands on my head when you went the other way. I'm like, oh no. So I'm going to give you half a point because you actually solved the answer. You just picked the wrong one.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a fair brain teaser because you did actually get it.
Yes, no, I can't argue with that. That was a good one. It's better than the watermelon. Fuck.
Yeah, I've really improved since watermelon. The first one, I just wanted to get off to a good start and ruin you, and it was completely unfair.
What gets you there is all blonde, but 2. How do you know that all is a singular? Because it could. That's the brain teaser, mate. That's what
the
gets
brain
you.
That is the nature of
Licks
the
you on
teaser.
It's like putting a bloody acid tab on your brain when you start looking at these ones. Fuck. Well done. Good job.
Thank you, mate. What do you reckon? Was that overrated, underrated, or accurately rated, that brain teaser?
Ooh, good question. I might say that was underrated one because I think a lot of people would think that's quite simple by doing the 2, 4, 6, 8. But that was quite good by you, Mr. Sir.
Thank you, mate. And on that, you remember our Fast 5? We haven't done a Fast 5 in a little while.
The Fast 5.
I reckon we run the audio now anyway.
Yeah, run it.
Run it.
The Fast 5.
Okay, Keno. So this week I've changed it a little bit.
Okay.
My man.
Yes.
Overrated, underrated, or accurately rated. I'm going to sling out maybe 7, 8, 9 things that I think are up for discussion. And you need to say overrated, underrated, or accurately rated based on your personal opinion.
I got you,
Are
baby.
you ready?
I am ready as the sun is in the morning.
Thank you.
Did not just think about that right then.
And off we go. Subway.
It's very popular. Underrated.
Underrated.
Yep.
New Year's Eve.
Overrated. Bit of BS.
Mikey.
As in the fucking
The Mikey system. Touch on, touch off.
fucking overrated. Eat a dick, Mikey.
Yeah. The feeling of your shit hitting the bowl before it leaves your ass. Overrated, underrated, or accurately rated.
Oh my god. Underrated, I guess.
Yeah, good boy. Putting sad music on when you're sad to just ride the emotional wave.
Oh, underrated every time, baby.
KFC.
Underrated, undisputed.
Yep. Yes, great word. Justin Bieber.
Oh, 10 years ago, I'd say he's overrated. He's underrated. He's a fucking champion. He's good. He's good.
Okay.
He's got talent.
COVID vaccines.
Oh, overrated. Go for a trot, mate.
Delta Goodrum.
Overrated at this point, I believe, but she is fucking fire. She's fantastic. She's a champ.
Yep. And finally, Step Brothers the movie.
Oh, underrated. Is that not one of the
Underrated.
best fucking classics we've ever had on our bloody
it's a
fucking
river.
screens?
And thank you, Kano. That was overrated, underrated for this one.
Brilliant. Give me a cue to sound effects for the crowd, please. Yay! Woohoo! Nice one, Shoey. Yay! That was good. So,
Did you like the suspense?
yes, I did. That was really great. I actually got a little bit of I was really anxious on what to say because I didn't want to like say underrated or overrated and be against the popular opinion. You know, in case the listeners were like,
See,
Subway's
we're not
overrated.
about that. I want
dickhead."
you to be a shock jock, and you just call it how it is, my man.
That's me, baby.
So I reckon what are we? Maybe one more. I reckon we go again, mate. I reckon we extend this for one more moment. What do you got?
Better run it past the producer, mate. Just double check.
Yeah, where the fuck's Daryl when you need him? Daryl here?
He's having a fucking dart outside again. That bloody cheeky bastard.
Bloody hell, Daz.
What are you talking about? I think it's time. What do I say? What do I say that you're turquoise? 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 Mango.
All right, wrap us up. One more to end the show, my good fella.
Yes, one more. And Jesus Christ, have we saved some good for last. I just want to touch on a little bit of a thing that happened to me during the week, Bradley. For work, I drive around in a Ford Ranger Wild Track, which is pretty modern. It's got some modern thingamajiggies on it. And one of those features is actually a digital fuel gauge. So it doesn't have the analog one you see in most cars, how it goes, whoop. It's a little meter and it says, yeah, Keeneo, you've got 50 Ks. So you've got to fill up, champ. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Good on you. Thanks, Ranger. Good on you. You know, you drive for X amount of time. I said, hey, just pop it in quickly. You got 20 Ks on the clock, mate. So just, you know, if you see a fuel station, pop in. Yep, cool. But without having an analog, you're actually relying on a computer to tell you what to do. And I'm a bit old fashioned, mate.
Yeah.
Don't know about these robots telling me what to do.
Yeah,
And
in the outback, my man.
in the outback, mate, I don't know how to read these bloody digital things, mate. And I drive around, and the clock said to me, champ, cobba, you've got 50 clocks. 50 Ks on the clock to go.
50 clocks.
50 clocks. Well, fuck, geez, that's a lot of clocks, Ranger. You've lost your marbles. It's going, Keeneo, you've got 50 Ks to go. Mate, 50 Ks will get me to the city and back. Plus, mate, I'll make it work. No dramas. I'm in the guts of the freeway, shall we? 50 Ks turns into 25. I'm going, geez, that's quick. Because it calculates off your speed or whatever. So I've learnt.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like it goes, you're travelling 150 kilometres in the right-hand lane behind Margaret in a hatchback. You're going to be out of fuel very fucking quick. Anyway, it's gone from 50 down to 25, 25 down to 13 and gone, fuck, all right, I need 13 will get me to the city, but I need to start thinking about fuel. 13 turned to 0, Brad, in a matter of a fucking click of the fingers. And... I've gone, shit, I need to get some fuel here. So I've done the skirt. I've gone across 4 lanes out of 5. I've pulled off to random exit. I think it was Chandler, whatever it is. I've pulled off at the exit that was there. And thank the heavens, there was a servo sitting right there for me to pull into. But I thought I might pose the question to you, Brad. Have you ever had that feeling of low fuel and you're like, oh, I can push it, and then you're going, shit.
Yes, I've done it many times with my old VE before I got my new car. Now I fill it up. I fill it up to the top and then get down to like 40 Ks and then I fill it back up to the top.
Yep.
But I feel like with fuel, it's well documented across social media that a person either runs it to 0 or is always full. Like there's no consistent normal person.
Someone
you
knows
freak out
how to push
when it's 3/4 full.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or it goes the other way. But I've got the analog and the digital. But, I think most cars have the analog.
So you got a bit of your car's a bit modern, isn't it? It's a bit more up to speed, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a 2019.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That's got a couple of bells.
I had that on my 2006 VE though.
Oh, Blackie champ.
Yeah, that had like that little red, that little red screen.
Oh, yeah, in the guts there.
And then I had the old school one as well.
Digital speedo, I believe.
But I used to run that motherfucker past red, and it would just still keep kicking. It would just gut run. It would just gut run all day.
I know what you're doing here, Holden. You just want me to fill up now, but you ain't fooling me, champ. I know. Exactly
I only ran it once to when it starts to splatter, like when you've really fucked it up.
And you're going, yeah, fuck. Better put some water down the guzzle. Yeah.
So I ducked in and put $8 in it at the time. I think, oh, lad. So,
Yes.
yeah, all part of growing up, champion.
have you, so, modern car, you got all the features. I'm guessing you've got your Apple CarPlays, you've got bloody all the rest of you. You've got all that fancy.
Yeah, I went all out on this one, though. I don't plan to get a new one in like 5 years at least. Got the seat warmers now.
Oh.
So I have a red hot ass.
Give yourself a hot cross bun in the morning. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I just buy a sausage roll and put it on the
seat.
And put the seat warmers on. It's like a Bay Marie.
But being a modern car, you'd have to have the seatbelt bloody in, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it's like it's like lasers.
Yeah, have you ever thought about if you didn't have some of the modern things that are put on the plate these days, you might be in a little bit of strife. I remember sort of thinking way back when Melways were a thing. So I don't know if too many people
remember that.
would be able to navigate through the vast landscape of Melbourne City with a Melways if they had to. I don't think that's a thing.
No. I remember like it was similar to the yellow pages, white pages, big fucking block on your doorstep that would like go out every like 6 months or 12 months.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, I need a gardener. I'm gonna have a flick. See who's in the area. Fucking hell. One of the things that triggered this thought, Brad, in the place that I'm in now, it's 3 years old, relatively new, whatever. Everything is soft close. Everything is soft close.
Yeah, I got
Toilets,
the same
straws,
here.
Yeah, the whole shooting match.
The
At work,
toilet
though,
especially.
well, yes, this is the issue. The toilet especially, because I do whatever I got to do, mate. That lid comes soaring down at no matter what speed. It got me. It catches itself every time.
Yep.
I take that.
And you get used to it too.
Well, that's the
like
issue.
flinging it.
I piss a lot more in my own dunny than I do anyone else's dunny. And when I'm at work, got a little bubble in my throat. Sorry about that, champions. When I'm at work and I go for a slash, that lid comes flying down, and I just about bloody crack the porcelain, the bowl with the fucking speed and velocity. That thing's come down and gone up every time.
Yeah, my boss has actually broken the seat like during the week. One of the boys goes, "Oh, I've gone down. You know, I went down, sat down, and it's all like I'm moving around now, blah blah." And I said, "It's Tony." I said, "Every time he goes, when he gets up, I hear it go bang," because he obviously like automatically gets up and like flicks it.
Yeah, yep.
And it just slams every time. So all the plastic's gonski on it.
Oh, brutal.
But yeah,
Calm down, Tones.
Yeah, carrot tones. But the good thing about being the boss is he replaces it with his own money. So it is what it is.
What a flex. Don't worry about
Champ.
I'll cover the toilet seat.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, well, I've got the whole building. That's all back and buy a new toilet while I'm at it.
A little toilet ain't gonna... Hey, chill it. Oi, Marks. Hey, Steph, the office lady. Can you... Yeah, get a toilet one, Dale. We don't need fucking porcelain anymore. Get gold.
Yeah. I hope he leaves it just to shit the others. I don't really care about it. I don't really...
I kind of feel like he would have his own dunny the piss in, though, surely.
Yeah, he's probably due, I'd say. He probably is due for his own cubicle. I reckon he'd enjoy it.
Yes, well, I mean, rattle off a couple more. What do we got? We've got things like Bluetooth. That would be... That's a mission. When I drive the old work cars, it's a mission trying to talk to people on the old mobile. Hands-free has come a long way. It's quite imperative.
Yeah. AirPods, mate. Fucking great.
Yeah, so
cordless earbuds.
I
changed my life for
don't
working
have
out,
them.
running and stuff.
Don't have them, but I have had Bluetooth headphones before, and by golly, they're amazing.
They're great, mate.
They're amazing.
Yeah. Love that.
I think one of the biggest ones, though, would have to be electronic cash, because I think
PayPass has taken the world. Well, us by storm. Apparently, overseas, it's not very common.
Really
Yeah. Apparently, the US don't use it that much.
more education.
Someone correct me on that
Can
if
we
you
have
know.
our American listener approve this, please?
Yes.
Oh,
I really hope that American listener writes it. Yeah, that's a good one, mate. Good one.
Yes.
Modern conveniences. Can I just say air fry just cause?
You can absolutely say whatever you want, champ. That's a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Air fryers. They've taken the bloody
I reckon
cooking
you've
game
called me
by
champ
storm.
35 times
Since we've
our earlier
stated,
segment.
I can't get out of my head. It just rolls off. I'm sorry in advance.
Next week's apology.
Sorry for dropping champ about 16,000
I'll get
times.
balloons for your last step next week.
Moving on, boys.
Farewell. Keno farewell tour.
Thanks for being a part of the pod. You've been a great asset for the last 11, but unfortunately, we can't just keep having these issues.
Yes. So Keno.
That was fun.
We'd probably stop it there, right?
Call it.
Hey.
Call it.
Champ.
Hey. Oh, you got on your sport. You did great.
Sport. Cobba. Yeah, mate. Look, it's been a pleasure as always.
Yes.
For anyone that's listening, get Joe's mailbag up and running. Text us in. Roast to mate.
Yep.
Tag us on your socials if you're listening. We'd love to see that.
That'd be cool.
Linktree.com/the pub feed. Find us, follow us, love us. We love
Lick
you.
us.
And that's about all from me this week. Keno.
Oh, mate, you couldn't have said it any better than that. We love every single one of you that tune in. If you've made it this far, by golly, you are something special. And I appreciate you. We both do. Let's do it. Let's see you in the next episode, which is episode 12. So, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Hooroo. See you
later.
Thanks for tuning into the Pub Feed Podcast. If you liked, please go ahead and follow our linktree.com/the pub feed. Get all our socials right there. Thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoyed.